Well, hello, babies. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're excited, hopeful, feeling energized, grateful, all of those things. I hope you're doing well. Yes. So, the way this message will transpire, just hang in there with me. And this is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. It is also timeless. So whenever you find it, it is the right time. Use your own discernment. I always encourage using your own intuition. Okay. So first things first, I just randomly started reading this book. The Sons of the Sphinx. It's kind of like an adolescent book. I don't know the best way to put it. The only reason I got the book is I went to this book fair of local authors, and I met the lady that wrote it, and she was really nice and cool, and so I was like, fuck yeah, I'll buy your book, why not? It's The Sons of the Sphinx by Cheryl Capranello. She was super cool. She signed it to me. Very nice lady. I just started reading it, and it's about this high school girl who can hear spirits talking to her, ghosts and stuff like that. She's a medium, and she's she always gets in trouble. She's like, this is a curse because my grandma could hear spirits and talk to spirits, and now I have to deal with it, and people think I'm weird, and people think this, blah blah blah. I feel alone, and because something happened to her while she was trying to take a math test, and this King Tut was talking to her, but she didn't know it was King Tut. It was just somebody bothering her, and she's like, leave me alone, I need to take this test. And the spirit kept talking to her, and so she burst out in the classroom and was like, leave me the fuck alone, get the hell out of here, you weirdo, you weird spirit, leave me alone, I'm trying to do this test. And so she gets sent to the principal's office and all of this, and has to deal with that. And she's like, oh, this is just a curse, this is this sucks, why does this have to happen? And and then while she's in her room later that day because she's in trouble, she's thinking yeah, no one's gonna ever want to date me, no one's ever gonna want to be around me because I'm weird. And then King Tut shows up, and he's all hot. And they go on this journey. I'm just reading the beginning of it, but they go on this journey to find his twin flame, basically. And so his twin flame, he has to find her tomb to break a curse that's put on their family, or they're erased from history forever. So he's you're the person I need because you're able to talk to spirits and stuff, and you're the only one that can hear me, and I need you, I need your strengths. And she's like, oh, this is such a curse, but then she's all hot for King Tut. And just essentially what I got from this, from what I've read from the story so far, is being weird and these quote unquote curses that make you separate or different, there needs to be a perspective shift in that. Because if you're weird and different and all of that stuff, your life is fucking awesome. You got crazy shit happening all the time, cool shit happening all the time. Here she's sitting oh, it's a curse, and she gets to go to fucking ancient Egypt and hang out with King Tut and solve mysteries and shit. Really, is it a curse? And you're down for it. So where is this? We need to change that perspective, and being okay with being different, or accepting your gifts, because she's only seen it as a curse. But it's that because it's made her separate or different, or isolated from everyone else around her, the normies, the fucking sheeple, the sleeple, the people that aren't connected to their gifts yet, or their intuition. They're just heavily programmed. So we're starting off with that. It is awesome that you're weird and you need to embrace it. Okay, next thing. So the song that came on shuffle while I was driving, oh yeah, okay, going back to this, because it was interesting that this song popped on directly after this happened to me. So I went to go like to the tanning salon, and like literally right as I walked in, the power went out in there. And I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck? And I have been wanting to like try like this like expensive bed, but I just like was like, like I'll see what happens. Like maybe I'll get like an upgrade or something. And like I just like was like, fuck it, whatever. Okay, like that sucks that I can't tan today. But she was like, well, write your number down, and the next time that you come in, like we'll give you like an upgrade of like whatever you want. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So, and as I was leaving, there was this lady that was about to come in. I was like, hey, just a heads up, like their power just went out, so you won't be able to tan, but you can get a free upgrade if you like give them your number, and like, you know, whenever you come back, whenever the power comes back on. And she was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like she just like got all shitty, and I was like, oh, are you fucking serious? Like just like, I was like, I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. Like it just happened as I walked in there. Like, and so I was like laughing as I walked away, and I was like, man, I hope she's really nice to that front desk lady. Like it's not her fucking fault. But it was just interesting how like I had been trying to like just, I wasn't like a conscious manifestation, but I was like, I'd like to try, you know, like a higher level bed, like a fancier bed or whatever. And you know, I was like, fuck it, like that's interesting, like whatever. For some reason the power went out right as I went in. Okay, fuck it. And then like one of my wishes or desires, like, you know, a minimal thing, was granted through this. And the lady, you know, crossing my path that I interacted with was like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, God, I hope she's nice to that front desk girl. Like, she doesn't deserve that. But, and then as I got into my truck to leave, this song came on that I haven't listened to since like 2012 or something like that. I was really into the band Until the Ribbon Breaks. And the song is called Perspective. And I was like, okay, bitch. Very perfect. Now let's get it all into perspective. Hey, Bobby, why do you like Until the Ribbon Breaks? Because it makes me happy. And, okay, so then the rest of the song goes. I just like that part because it just always, like, puts me in a good mood. Oh no, just woke up with a cigarette in my teacup. Half monkey, half man, big dreams, small plan. So welcome to the Pirate Bay, all free, no catch. No thieves round here, you can leave your door on the latch. We had a pretty good year, let's move on to the next. There's a time for reflecting, now let's get it all into perspective. So that's telling me, which once again, you know, spinning this, using your mind, spinning the narrative of, is my gift to hear ghosts and shit and spirits and communicate with otherworldly beings, whatever, is that really a curse? Is, you know, walking into what you had planned for the day and it being canceled because the power went out, is that really a curse or was it a blessing? And then shifting that perspective, because it says, no thieves around here, you can leave your door on the latch. And I'm hearing that as like, which I've always had this perspective anyway. If you worry about someone stealing your shit, they're going to steal your shit because you're manifesting that. You know, I did a travel contract when I was working in healthcare in North Carolina for a while. And I always like left my locker open and like never locked it. And, you know, I had like a couple, like a little bit of cash in it, just at the bottom, just in case like I wanted a drink or something. And people would walk by and they're like, well, don't you want to lock that up? Like, cause you have money in there. And I'm like, if they are gonna fucking steal it, they're gonna fucking steal it. Like, I was like, honestly, like, I don't plan on doing that to anybody, so, and I don't think about it, so I'm not worried that somebody's gonna do that. And me and this nurse that I worked with, we had like a really interesting conversation about that. She's like an old hippie lady, and she was like, "You are such like," she's like, "I love the way you think. I love that you emit this good energy, and that's good that you're doing that." Like we had, she reaffirmed that what I was doing was like good for me and benefiting me and like everyone else, because I was keeping that vibration high by thinking like, I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not going to do that to somebody, therefore they're not going to do it to me. And so like changing that narrative of like, if you're going to keep fucking worrying that someone's going to break into your shit, then they're going to do it. Now, if you stop, let's get it in, it's time, there's a time for reflecting now. Let's get it all into perspective. What's your thought process? What bad habits do you have about thinking right now? And how can you break them? Like, the girl in the book, the Sphinx book, the Sons of the Sphinx, she's thinking like, oh, this is a curse. My grandma gave it to me. Like, it sucks. I'm isolated, all this. And then she's like doing this badass shit. Like, how can you change this perspective? Because your life is already interesting because you're a fucking weirdo anyway. Yeah, I went and said it. You're a weirdo. So am I. So why don't embrace that? Why don't we shift that and use it to our benefit? Where are you caught up in this like anxiety of that one thing that I caught myself doing is I have a house key, but I also have a garage door opener. And for some reason I had this anxiety that I would accidentally forget my house key like at home and only have my garage door opener. And then like I got into this like tizzy thinking like the battery was gonna die on the garage door opener because I don't have the code entry, I just have like the opener. And like because I had thought about that and worried about that, my garage door opener was started to like act all funny and it wasn't working, and I was like, oh shit, I manifested that. Okay, I was like, okay, I rebuke that, fuck off with that. Like, now I see, thank you for showing me that. My little worry here manifested this. Thank you for keeping me in check. And I'm grateful that happens, because then I can point this out for you. So like these little things that you worry about, like, oh, I need to make sure I leave with my house key. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Like getting really caught up in these like worries, you're going to fucking manifest that. Heed my warning. A funny thing is I kept getting broken windshields on my truck, because every time that I would get a new windshield, I'd be worried, like thinking that what had happened before was gonna happen, and then it did. Like I'd be behind like a semi or driving under a bridge, and like a rock would get kicked off and break my windshield, and I would be like, what the fuck? Like I was fulfilling my own prophecy by like worrying so much about that. So these are thoughts that you need to fucking catch yourself in, because you're literally manifesting this shit. And those are just like little everyday fuck off things. But like, it's on a bigger scale as well. Like the people you're meeting, that you're interacting with, or things that happen to you at work, or whatever, like, or how your family treats you, stuff like that. It's all little fulfilling prophecies. And it's time to get your shit in check, because these are actually, you're very gifted and you're different, so use that to your benefit. Oh no, the road to Damascus is closed for repair. Life's still a ball, Cinderella. You can see it everywhere. Nobody ever really dies, no. I'm not a medicine man. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in holograms. Love everybody needs you. It's a short life, just a preview, but there's a time for reflecting. Now let's get it all into perspective. Just as it says the road to Damascus is closed for repair, life's still a ball, Cinderella. You can see it everywhere. Like, using that, like, today with the fucking tanning place, like, oh shit, that sucks. I didn't get to, like, I had planned on tanning. Like, I planned on, like, meditating in the fucking tanning bed before coming on this video. And instead, one of my desires was fulfilled by getting a free upgrade because the place was closed. So yes, it's still a ball. It wasn't as you planned, but that's how the fucking universe works. Like, you can't have control of every single step on how your manifestations are going to come to fruition. And interestingly, I'll just go into the cards because I'm being called to do so. Oh my gosh. We have the Tower in reverse. And I'm seeing that as, like, you kind of trying to plot and plan and think these thoughts are a way of keeping you safe and keeping from these towers happening, these breakdowns, these quote-unquote disasters from happening, like with the garage door thing. It's just a way of you keeping yourself safe in a way. But in fact, you're like, because we have the Five of Swords here. It's like you're trying to, like, win at all costs and, like, beat how the universe works. It's like, bro, yes, you might be using your brain and your thoughts and, like, trying to plan ahead and, like, protect yourself. But you're also putting the energy out that could happen. And now there needs to be a perspective shift with this Hangman, or else this shit's gonna keep happening. How can you change this? How can So I'm seeing, like, these little rune things falling out of the dude's pockets. I'm seeing it that way. Like, maybe that's your fear of loss of money, or, like, fear of, like, how you've use divination to plan your day, or, like, what's gonna happen. That's, like, you needing to be okay with it not happening the way you used your intuition to plan ahead. With the Four of Cups, I'm seeing that as, like, you have to be okay with letting go of that control and not having to, like, say you get a prophetic dream, but it's not going to happen exactly the same way that it's happened. You have to decipher it, and you'll kind of get to this understanding of, like, once it's already happened. For me, with this Hanged Man, we have the Chariot in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. And I'm seeing that as, like, you need to be okay with these manifestations not coming to fruition. And not moving forward with that Chariot in reverse, and the Sun card, like, showing that it's not going to be just as you exactly predicted it. And the Two of Cups is, like, showing me, like say you're trying to manifest your divine union or something like that, and you think it's somebody else, but, like, you have to be willing to let that person go, or these people go, your soulmates go, in order for this to actually happen, because you're clinging so hard to it being in this way that you're trying to divine, trying to plan and manifest, and, like, it's like you're trying to manifest the steps for it to happen in the exact way that you want it to happen, but you have to let go of that, of knowing what exact steps, how it's going to come, like, when and how it's going to come. You have to let go of that. And that's you trying to not be in this Five of Swords energy of, like, yeah, I'm going to win at all costs. I'm going to beat the system. I'm going to be prepared for everything. But by holding on and obsessing, you might actually be blocking your true, like, manifestation. Because not only, like, say you're trying to bring in your divine counterpart, who you think it might be, they have free will, for one, and two, you can't just make someone, or I guess what I'm hearing is they have to be ready, for one, energetically, and two, you have to be ready energetically. So the universe isn't going to let that happen until that both things are energetically aligned. And there might be another options that are better for you and more aligned with your divine path. So willing to let that go, even if it is like because that Sun card in reverse can be like a disappointment. Like, yeah, it's still a good, happy thing, but it's like a disappointment because it wasn't what you wanted exactly, what you had planned for. But in fact, it's better for you. Yeah, and you got to get out of this, like, because we have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And this is that fear of jumping into the unknown, jumping into getting past your worries, these fears, this obsessive thinking, because this is like a ton of thoughts just coming at you all the time. You're obsessing to the point that you're fucking up your manifestation, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna go into the other song that I got because the lyrics are perfect for this. Which this is fucking perfect. Like, I just love it when it all comes together like this. Dreamscape, okay, so it's Patiently by 10 Years. Dreamscapes and fantasies evolve into reality. When passion is pursued, the passion turns professional and kills the mood. So you getting so obsessed with this manifestation and getting into it that you actually like it turns into like a job. You're so obsessed with this thing manifesting that you shift the energy into like, fuck, this is fucking work. Like, you're stressing yourself out. You're like losing sleep over it, or you're distracting yourself from your physical world right now, when you need to be in this neutrality, willing to have this manifestation not come to fruition, for one, and two, being neutral about how it comes about. It might be something completely that you didn't even think of, and that's you walking away from this possibility. So we have the Eight of Cups into the Star card in reverse, walking away from this wish fulfillment not coming to fruition. And that's walking into the unknown with this Eight of Cups. See how it's dark? And, you can see the cups are turned over, all this shit. Being okay with, maybe this manifestation isn't meant for me, and it's something else that I don't know. It's even better. Letting that go and being like, yeah, this might not come to fruition as I exactly see it, but this is what I need to do. And maybe I'll read some of the lyrics, but we'll go into that after. Finding symmetry so hard to achieve. Inspiration loves misery. Ooh. Okay, so whenever you get excited about something can block you from that. Like, this happens to me sometimes, where I get excited and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna happen. And then somebody like, there might be like a person that just like walks by you and they're like just in some weird vibe shit, or like you get a text from somebody, 11:11 on my clock, fuck yeah. Wish fulfillment, babies, woo! So like you might get like a person that walks by you that's just in like some low vibe ass shit, or you get a text from somebody that just kind of brings you down when you were in this like amazing, like feeling good, like the world is my oyster, I am a manifesting god. And those are tests. For one, they're fucking assholes. Two, they're tests from the universe being like, yo, if you really fucking want this, you need to be able to hold this vibration. And that's your neutrality about the outcome and staying in this gratitude, this excitement, this happiness. Yes, you're going to run into people that are going to bring it down, or you're in situations like where the road was closed down and old boy woke up with a cigarette in his teacup. Like, it's all these weird little things that are meant to like test you to see that you can spin it and use it So we have the Alchemist, and it came out sideways. So light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Shadow attribute, misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So that was the obsession, because this card fell sideways on the obsession, like that 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups and the Star card, and that was like the obsessive thinking and your willingness to let go and being able to walk away from this wish fulfillment not happening, and knowing and trusting in your alchemizing abilities. Yes, it's hard because you want to be like, you want to like overpower it, but you have to trust that whatever transpires, you can spin it to your benefit to make gold. Even if that exact manifestation, because that may have been a lower vibe thing for you to manifest. So there's always like, you know, something else to think about. And with that, we also got the Fool. Light attributes, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Shadow attributes, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. So you may be thinking that you're actually neutral about this, when in fact you're not. You have to get truly in that neutrality, in that truly being okay with letting it go, and that's feeling those emotions. It's, you know, I'm seeing that as you having this mask, like, yeah, I'm neutral, like, this is you in that 5 of Swords energy trying to like sneak past and like trick the universe into thinking that you're neutral about this so you still get it. But like, that's truly being okay with letting it go, and however it comes to you. So like accepting and being truthful with yourself, what emotional attachments and outcomes you have to this. I'm feeling called to read more of this story of the Patiently by 10 Years, because I feel like there's something in there. Finding symmetry, so hard to achieve. Inspiration loves misery. Blue skies are turning gray. Let it rain, let it rain. So long I've been waiting patiently. You're not alone. So lost I've been searching patiently. We're not alone. Routine rituals, physically, mentally, pressures made for tea. Remember to appreciate the bittersweet. You know what's interesting? Both these songs mention tea. So I don't know, however that fucking resonates for you. Maybe this is the tea that you need to hear, or you need to stop being involved in low vibe shit where you're trying to listen to the tea about somebody else. Or 2, you might just be drinking some tea or need to drink some tea. Or 3. I guess that would be 3. I'm channeling. Leave me alone. Remember to appreciate the bittersweet. So whenever this thing, like today, I was going to fucking meditate in that damn tanning bed, and I was like, so I walked in thinking, okay, this was my plan for the day. As I left my house, I was like, okay, I'm going to meditate in the tanning bed so I can get like a download of what I need to talk about for this message, thinking that that's what was going to give me the message. But in fact, dealing with, you know, okay, you can't tan today, but hey, you get a free upgrade. And 2, like seeing that lady like having a way different perspective than me, like, are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking ridiculous. Like, just seeing that's what brought me to this message. And then the songs playing after that, like, I didn't plan it this way. I just planned on like getting a download in the tanning bed, but it was people involved, music involved, shit like that. So embracing the bittersweet. Yes, it didn't happen like you wanted it to, but it was in a more perfect way. And you have to let go and be neutral about that. Yeah, I can easily say I was very neutral about not tanning because I didn't have an emotional attachment to it. It's a lot harder, like with, you know, a union not coming to fruition that you have had planned, not coming because you have a lot of emotional attachment to that. And being real with yourself, what do I actually feel if this didn't happen for me? And feeling through that. It might be like a grieving that you have to do in order to actually manifest this thing. Like truly grieving this attachment, this plan. Because I'm definitely like, I'm a daydreamer. I daydream a lot. I'm like very, like I like to feel into what it would be like to experience different things. Like I enjoy that. And you know, you're in this daydreaming, like planning and plotting. I don't know why I said plotting. Maybe you are plotting. You're in this Five of Swords energy, so trying to plot to win against the universe, trick them. When in fact, like, you need to really embrace those plans, those dreams, that feeling, and then feel it, grieve it if that doesn't come to fruition. And that will bring you to this full acceptance of like, yes, I would fucking love if this happened, but two, I could also alchemize the loss of this not happening and spin it for myself. And that's going to raise your vibration and get you into this more neutral standpoint. Okay, finding symmetry, so hard to achieve. Expectations test abilities. God, I love 10 Years. They are an amazing band. If you've ever seen them in concert, they are on fucking point. They are like great showmen and they sound incredible. I've seen them twice. Amazing. Finding symmetry, so hard to achieve, hard to achieve. Expectations test abilities. Life is but a dream. Let us sleep, let us see. Yes, this is all a dream. This is all, you know, you can create whatever you want, but there has to be, you have to check your expectations. Expectations test abilities. You have to know what you deserve wholeheartedly, and then being okay with the universe being like, yo, you know, you're not yet on this vibrational match, or this person isn't on the vibrational match, or this thing isn't yet a vibrational match for you, blah, 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 however you want to see it. And being okay with you not getting that, and understanding that it is for a reason. And that's going to test your abilities, your expectations test your manifestation abilities. Trusting you deserve something, that's self-love. Getting into a neutral standpoint. Fuck, I'm learning shit here. Like, I'm being honest. Life is but a dream. Let us sleep. Let us see. You have to have this understanding, and you do, that it is all just a dream. It is all just whatever you want it to. But there has to be letting go of these expectations, and that could be a test from the universe, you not getting that thing and seeing how you handle it. Because, you know, if you handle it poorly and, you know, you spiral and come into this depression or like lash out at people and go back into this lower vibrational thing, you were not ready for that manifestation to come to fruition. You are not at an energetic match. But if you handle it well and you're like, I mean, not to suck my own dick or anything, but like today when I went to the tanning salon and I was like, fuck it. Like, hey, at least I got a free upgrade, like, for it. And, you know, versus the lady, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is ridiculous. So changing that, because, you know, she wasn't ready for that manifestation. Hell, she might not have got an upgrade. I don't know. But being... checking yourself, checking your emotions with this Fool card, helping fearlessly revealing emotion. So truly understanding, like, are you actually neutral, or are you like super butthurt if you like lose this thing and like you're gonna, you know, give up on life type of thing. And this goes into, we have the Gambler, and that's this, I'm relating this to that Eight of Cups of like, you know, this is him walking through that into the dark. You know, he's got his little blindfold. He's stepping into this new world, this other world, and being willing to step into the dark of like, I will not know all of the little steps, all of the little intricacies of this manifestation until it's here, and then I'll understand what happened to get me there. I have to be okay and take this leap of faith in neutrality that I may not get it, depending on my, vibrational match for this thing. And working on that and being okay with that neutrality, being okay with it not coming to fruition, and letting go, grieving that. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. That's you, say you just feel the need to go fucking move somewhere. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck, but I'm being told to go move there. And everybody's like, oh, that's a silly decision. Like, what the fuck? Ignoring that, not letting those lower like I said earlier, people are going to pass you when you're feeling in this, like, good, like, feeling strong in your decision. People are going to come into your life. Texts are going to come into your life. Messages, like, or, you're going to see a video online that gives you this fear or tries to lower your vibration. And that's a test on if you can handle this, if you're truly ready for this. And you being able to transmute that, alchemize that fear into stepping into the unknown, blind faith that this is what you're supposed to do to get closer to your manifestation. It did show up right, but the shadow attribute is relying on luck rather than hard work, and I don't feel that's necessary for this. The hard work, yes, I guess I take that back, because the hard work would be you checking your thoughts, you checking yourself when it comes to how attached you are to a specific outcome in, like, a very specific way. The details need to be this way. So long, I've been waiting patiently. You're not all alone. So lost, I've been searching patiently. We're not all alone. And that's stepping into this unknown and knowing that your guides are there. The universe will always catch you. Things always work out for you. You just don't know all the fucking details all the time. And it's supposed to be that way because life is but a dream. If you're always controlling your dreams, like, it's not fun. You have to have this weird shit because you're a weirdo. And just like the girl was thinking, oh, because I can talk to spirits, that, I'm weird and it's a curse to have this, when in fact it's a gift. Your weird life, your the fact that chaos can come spill into your life at any time, and you trying to avoid this is actually blocking your blessings. You need chaos, you need contrast to make it interesting. Just like this book, you read a story, you see a story, a movie, whatever, there has to be a problem to overcome, or else it's just boring. It's nothing. You always have to have some sort of contrast, some sort of turbulence, chaos, to break it up, change things. Because, you're not going to read a book that it's like, things are great and good, and that's it. It's boring. You want to see people overcoming shit because you can relate to it. Sleep well, all alone, sleep well. Feels like so long, I've been waiting patiently, you're not all alone. So lost, I've been searching patiently, you're not all alone. And that's your guide saying, like, bro, like, you are safe. You can trust and jump into this. We have the king at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Shadow attribute, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. And once again, that's going back into this, like, you're trying to, with this Five of Swords and this Tower in reverse, you're like, kind of being, like, arrogant against the universe, like, thinking, like, yeah, I can trick this by pretending I'm neutral about this, pretending that I'm at the vibration to match this, when in fact, like, you get into, like, a argument with somebody at the grocery store when it shouldn't fucking matter. Like, so you let a text ruin your day or pull you out of this good vibration. That is something to look at and work on. Yes, you're fucking human. And I do that shit all the time. I'll see a text and I'll just be like, ugh. Or, like, I'll see a person that just, ugh, like, that has betrayed me or something like that. And, like, my stomach drops and I'm like, ugh. When I was just, like, vibing and having, like, the best day ever. So, like, the quicker you can pull yourself out of that and keep checking yourself, the higher in vibration you're rising and you're aligning more with what you desire, what you're trying to manifest. Um, yeah, and that's like, so we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Staffs, and I'm seeing that as like, the Four of Staffs is the 1111 card, wish fulfillment, and then the Eight of Pentacles is like, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if my wish fulfillment doesn't work out? Like, that's the underlying energy here that you need to work on. We need to work on. I need to work on. This is me talking to myself. I am not above this by any means. I need to work on this as well. And that's, being okay with this manifestation not coming to fruition and truly fucking grieving it. Not this like, yeah, I'm neutral about it, and then you just shove your emotions further down and you slap the, this mask on that we have in this Fool card. Covering your tears with this mask. Is that truly how you feel? Are you actually aware of your emotions? Where's your emotional maturity right now? Where's your emotional awareness? Where is your self-awareness right now? Because if you're not doing that, then you're not going to be ready for this big ass manifestation that is going to test your self-worth. If you get this big ass manifestation and you have some self-worth issues, you're going to squander it because you think you may not deserve it, or that it's not true, or that you don't deserve it. Or I know I said that, but I'm trying to think of what, like, that it isn't the real deal. Like, you're going to be like, I don't know, I can't trust this. Like, you're going to get so in your head because you have these confidence issues, self-worth stuff, or abandonment issues even, that you're fear that it's going to get ripped from you, or, lack, or, abandonment with, like, relationships and stuff. You're going to sabotage that to stay in control if you're not in your self-awareness that you need to be, that elevation, that level to gain this manifestation. Yeah. And underneath that, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords. And both cards, to me, the Knight of Cups is always like this weird, like foggy, like, like if somebody drugged you or something at a bar, like something creepy like that, that would be that. And like the Eight of Swords is obvious, like mental prison. So like pulling yourself out of this, like pulling yourself out of the delusion, you deserve this. And, however it needs to happen, this is the mental prison thinking, oh, well, something has to happen specifically this way in order to make this happen. When you have to pull yourself through this, out of that, through that mental prison. See, there's like those pink clouds in the background. Both of those are delusional emotions. Like you're letting your bottled up emotions, untended emotions, block your blessings and keep you stuck from this manifestation coming to fruition. So looking deeper into that. Damn, this is some heavy ass shit, man. Yeah. Damn, it keeps coming. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm seeing that as like you not seeing yourself in this abundant energy already, because you have to match this mindset, this body, get everything ready. So that's opening doorways, letting things go, releasing people, releasing things, releasing items. You have to move somewhere in order for the rest of this manifestation to come true. But you're not seeing yourself in this insanely abundant, independent, rich energy. And so that's keeping you in this stuck, because it's back to self-worth. How do you view yourself now? If you think, oh, well, I'll be rich when this happens, or I'll be abundant when this happens, that's still trying to control how your fucking manifestation comes through. And that's coming through with, I'm rich right now. Whatever the fuck happens is just a blessing on top of that. Like, you really have to switch your mental for that. Damn, it's just like the same message basically over and over again. We have 4444 on the clock there. And so we have the Hermit in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Like, you not looking within is literally slowing down this shit. And that's with that Fool card, what emotions are you bottling up? What emotional attachments are you bottling up and not tending to, not alchemizing? I'm glad that was pointed out to me. How are you not alchemizing this shit to stop your manifestation? Manifestation. Manifestation. I don't know. Do what you will with that. Okay. You not looking within and truly digging deep and looking into the darkness, looking into these bottled ass emotions that you're like, yeah, I'm neutral. I'm good. I'm good with, whatever happens. Are you really? Because if you're not looking truly deeply within, listening to your dreams, asking your guides to point this out, or just like truly grieving the thought of never having this thing, that's where you're getting hung up. You're getting blocked. You're getting stopped with this manifestation, this harvest. And once you do that, you get into this daggone Empress energy, all right? Look at that fairy bitch. She is in her power. She is manifesting. She's a manifesting master manifester. She is amazing. She's got it together. She's on her little cornucopia, and she's got everything she needs, and because she's connected to the stars and her angels, and she's done, see how she has the butterfly wings? She's done the transmutation, the transition, I can't think of the word, regeneration, all these shifting, all of this to, God, why can I not think of the fucking word? Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? She's done all this like alchemizing, transmuting energy to get into this true abundant energy, because she knows her worth. She knows that abundance comes, and this is a true deep feeling, not, because the Empress is all queens together. So you've mastered every, your emotions, your thoughts, your physical world, your physical body, your imagination, your creation, your the way you see your magic, your worth, how beautiful you are, how attractive you are. I mean, obviously it's not like just a gender thing, but the Empress is the one that manifests shit. She is the creator. And so in order for you to get into this energy, you have to truly go within deep and see where you're hung up on. What are your mental blocks? What are your emotional blocks? Have you truly been able to be 100% neutral, where you grieve the loss of this manifestation and fully let it go so that you can actually bring it in? Because when you have all these like Nine of Swords, these thoughts, these worries, this obsession, that's going to keep blocking you. That's going to keep you in this mental prison, this delusion, this fog, while you're still like obsessing over this thing, because there's that fear causing you to obsess about it and keeping you that manifestation at a distance. So are you gonna fucking step into this Empress energy or what? You're gonna dig deep? You're gonna finally shine the shadow, that flashlight, the lantern, into the deepest, darkest parts of yourself around this manifestation? Or just the deepest, darkest parts of yourself around abandonment, self-worth, confidence, trusting yourself, your intuition? Even when somebody has to come in and fuck with your day or fuck with your plans, how are you going to react to that? Are you going to stay confident in your decisions? Like, you have to move somewhere for the manifestation to come to fruition. Somebody says, well, why would you do that? That's silly. That's scary. What if something bad happens? Fuck them. You have to be 100% okay with whatever happens and trusting your alchemizing skills. And take a gamble towards your manifestation. And get into that fucking Empress energy where you are a manifesting badass. You can create anything with the drop of the hat because you're doing the inner work. Checking your mental state. It could even just be like starting with those little things, like I was talking about the garage door opener, Or, you know, Until the Ribbon Breaks song, where it's like, no thieves around here, you can leave your door on the latch. You know, you can, you know, trusting that you're safe. You don't have to get caught up in this, the fear of, well, there's another option. What if that happens? And that's you trying to trick the universe into not allowing like this tower moment to happen. You're in that Five of Swords when you're being dishonest with the universe. If you really think about it, and you're being dishonest with yourself. You're manifesting bullshit for you. Oh, I didn't read the rest of that Until the Ribbon Breaks song, Perspective. This is for silver lining finding. Shit is fine, B. Keep this in mind in moments that's defining. Damn, what did I just fucking say, bitch? Keep your calm amidst the sirens. I know that there are tyrants that are tireless. And those are the fucking people that try to come in, fuck with your blessings, send magic at you, do all kinds of weird shit to fuck with your head to keep you away from your abundant energy and not trust yourself and your confidence. But sun, don't even mind them. They're just the minus. There are pulses in abundance. Pluses in abundance. Life is wondrous. Find your comfort in your moral compass. And that is you trusting your inner knowing. Your inner compass. What do I need to find? Who am I? Who am I? What am I worth? Yes, I've been abandoned, but I didn't deserve that. I don't deserve that again. I've done the work to get past that. I can get through anything. Find your comfort in your moral compass. Do not be left in the dust with all the dunces. Worried that the world is crumbling. It's always crumbling. That's its primary basic function. It cannot be any better. It cannot be any worse. It can only be the way it is. That's the way it works. That goes for everyone on earth. You think you irked because you from the dirt? There are people from the dirt that aren't irked. It's either Percocets or find the perks. So you can either sit in your little fucking sorry ass mood or find the silver lining and, you know, yeah, it didn't manifest exactly how you fucking wanted to. Or you could see it as a test, like, oh shit, I wasn't quite ready for my manifestation, so I'm being tested. Shifting that mentality, finding that silver lining. It cannot be any better. It cannot, okay. Instead of steady whining about your wallet or your purse, life's a blessing. Everyone alive is more than blessed enough. Unless you're jealous of someone else's stuff, which of course makes you a sucker. Being happy with what you have. Being where that fucking Nine of Pentacles at. Yeah, realizing you are in this Nine of Pentacles upright instead of you seeing yourself in this fear of like, oh, well, I don't have this yet, blah, 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 blah. That's, unless you're jealous of someone else's stuff, which makes you a sucker. Realizing you are fucking blessed right now. You are abundant right now. And truly fucking believing it. Not just tricking yourself and lying to yourself, lying to the universe. Fully getting into that fucking gross, icky, emotional work stuff that you got to work through. Looking within. What are your fears around this manifestation? Why do you feel that you're not in this abundant energy? And breaking past that. Now let's get it all into perspective, all right? I'm just yelling at you to be better manifestors. Yes, see things from a different perspective with this Hangman in reverse. And that's being okay with it not coming out as the way you had divined it, as the way you had predicted or planned. That at each step, you gotta let go of all the fucking steps. That is going to block every fucking blessing. And you trying to be in control of that is fear. You are acting out of fear. Then that's a vein to start following. Why do I have fear around that? Why do I have this fear of abandonment? Why do I have fear of loss? What the fuck happened? Now, how do I grieve this thing? Alchemize these fucking emotions so that I can get into a neutral state to welcome this shit in. So that's you raising in vibration and not letting these little tests from the universe before your blessing comes in keep you down, or, you know, block your blessing because you fall back into that lower vibrational, you spiral, get into this like, well, life's fucking worthless, blah, whiny pants Magoo over here. Use it as this is a silver lining. This is the universe testing me to see if I'm ready for this manifestation to come through. Manifestation, as I said earlier. I don't know what the fuck. I guess I curse enough that I say fuck enough that it just comes out. Yes. So trusting that you're realizing your worth and being okay with losing it, losing that manifestation, it not coming to fruition, getting back and grieving it, and that's where your shit's gonna happen. But you cannot trick yourself or the universe. That energy does not lie. Those emotions, that yucky stuff that's still stuck in you, those lack mentality, that feelings of self-worth, all of those little things, the little fears, the obsession, the universe sees that. You're the only person you're lying to is yourself. You ain't lying to the fucking universe. They know already. Most High knows already. So whatever you're hung up on, you need to start catching yourself in those thoughts. And the easiest way to do this is by those little things. Like I was saying, like, you know, I worry about leaving the house without my key or something like that, and that my garage door isn't going to open. I was worried about that. But now I was shown today, like, oh, okay, I'll be fine either way. I'll be okay. And just being okay with whatever happens besides that. And staying neutral about it. All right, babes. 11:44 on my clock. I hope you have a wonderful day. You are going to be the best. Wait, no. You are the best manifestation master motherfuckers. You are all master manifestors. I speak that on you. You easily alchemize your fears, your worries, your patterns and programmings that were put on you. You easily alchemize all of that and turn it into gold and bring your manifestations quicker. That is you. You are badass. You are abundant. You are rich. You are attractive. You are fit. You are young, youthful, vibrant. You are all of those wonderful things. You're funny. You're attractive. You're charismatic. And you are so loved. Okay, babes. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day.